Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this blessing is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And I just Googled this real quick because, I've been meditating on this ever since I seen a glimpse of this fellowshipping with the brothers. On fellowship one day, we were watching, I think it was YouTube or Netflix. I think it was Netflix. They were watching, I think it was called Animal Kingdom or something like that. It was a show about animals and nature. And one of the clips they showed was a bird riding on either an ox or a buffalo or something. And the brother broke it down of what it was called and what the relationship was. And it was called a symbiotic relationship. All right, so this is a close image of what I seen on from Netflix, but it's basically a small bird riding a buffalo or oxen or cattle. All right, so what will happen is the bird would warn the ox of any incoming predators towards the ox and fly away, and the bird benefits by eating the bugs around the buffalo and stuff like that. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship, and that's something that the Lord took away from us with our women, man. Because we no longer mutually benefit from our women, man. The woman has the upper hand in relationships now these days, and that's part of the curses, man. Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right, so from this verse all the way down to verse 68 will be a list of the curses, or really from the next verse and all the way down to verse 68. So from Deuteronomy 28:16 through Deuteronomy 28:68 is a list of the curses that the Lord will put upon his people, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for the most part in America. That's so the Lord will put curses upon his people for disobeying his law, statutes, and commandments. And we agreed to this contract, man. Because on the flip side, if we obeyed it, the Lord will bless us, right? If you read Deuteronomy 28:1 through 14, it'll tell you a list of the blessings, right? But let me jump down to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Right? Our women were so delicate and so precious back in the day that you wouldn't see them like our women these days now. These days, our women will leave the club pissy drunk, wearing revealing clothing, walking on the floor barefoot, man. And that's off, man. That's filthy, man. That's really disgusting. I cringe when I see that, man. But let me go back. No, not yet. Slakia. But Deuteronomy 28:56, it says that the woman, part of the curses, with our woman will have an evil eye towards us, man. Not only towards us, her husband, her men, but towards her children too, her sons and her daughters, man. In a way, you see that too, right? Because even if a woman, loves her daughter, loves her children, she's gonna put them through some shit that's really gonna destroy their self confidence, their self esteem, their self image, right? You see a lot of women, they have daughters, and a little girl will be 6 years old, wearing weaves, wearing tight and revealing clothing, destroying these women from a young age. That's having an evil eye towards your children, man. Right? You're not even giving them a chance to love themselves, man. You're telling them the way that they were made isn't good enough. But little do they know that a part of the reason why a woman feels like they have to put on fake and unnatural hair and hair from animals and hair from dead people and wearing these weaves and wigs, the part of the reason That women feel like they have to do that because the Lord smote the scab of our woman, man. According to Isaiah 3, man. All right, that's another curse that our women have to deal with, man. But if our women were in order, they wouldn't have to deal with that. But our women out of order, and they get away with being out of order because our men are out of order. Our men will accept anything, man. And that's low key us having an evil eye towards our women too, not willing to correct them, not willing to guide them. Right? 'Cause that's how a man truly shows love. If a man isn't willing to guide you, he really doesn't care about you. This is why when you see the men of the Lord on the highways and byways trying their best to guide the Lord's chosen people, it's really an act of love on behalf of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the perfect example of a man trying to guide his woman. All right. This is from Sunny. I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna jump to five. Five of nature's great symbiotic relationships. All right, and I'm gonna go to the definition of symbiotic relationship. Oh man, that's a video. I don't even want no video. I'm just gonna type definition. Slovakia. You know what? It's right here. Slovakia. Symbiotic relationships are the close associations formed between pairs of species. They come in a variety of forms, such as parasitism, where one species benefit and the other is harmed. And that's what parasites are, like viruses and stuff like that. The parasite will enter somebody's body, and it will benefit, but it will make the person sick, or the host, the person that's hosting the parasite, which will be the host, it will make them sick, so the other is harmed. And commensalism, where one species benefits and the other is neither harmed nor helped. All right, but that's not much. A true symbiotic relationship is when both species benefits and none of them are harmed, man. Just like you see with the buffalo and the oxpecker, all right? The bird isn't harmed. The bird isn't losing anything by being here. The ox isn't harmed. The ox isn't losing anything by the bird being there. They both gain something, and I'm gonna read it, Lord willing. Uh, Symbiosis is defined as a close, prolonged association between two or more different biological species. This relationship can be symbiotic, mutualistic, where both parties involved benefit from the interaction, or it can be parasitic, where one party benefits while the other is harmed. And really, if you really want to consider it, the relationship men and women have these days in America, because of the freedom and the rights that women have in relationships, especially in marriages, one party really benefits more than the other. The woman benefits more than anything, man. Let me go to real quick, because you, as a man, you can be doing everything right for your woman. And let's say if you're married, or not. Sometimes, in some cases, not even married on paper. You could be doing everything right. Taking care of her, providing for her, protecting her, take care of the children, providing shelter, food, clothing, whatever necessary. But if she feels like you're not doing enough, and she finds a quote unquote better option, she'll have the right to leave you and take half of your stuff, man. And a lot of people, because they have the liberty to do that, they that's what they do, right? Cause that's part of a woman destroying themselves through overmuch liberty, man. The Lord warned us about this. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And when you go when you go into the word compass in Deuteronomy, Salakia, and Jeremiah 31:22, it's really it really means to go like basically in front of, like, take leadership. All right. Let me see. To turn about, around, or aside, or backward, to go about, around, surround, and circle, change direction. In a way, it is changing direction too. You changing the direction of order, man. That's why everything is out of order in this place. Because it starts in the family, the household. The households are out of order in this place. Where is the definition? To turn oneself. No, I just seen it with my eyes. My eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, Slovakia. But you see it. It says to turn about, be brought around, change. To march or walk around, go partly around, circle about, skirt, make a round, make a circuit, go about to, surround, encompass. To do turn oneself, close round, turn round, to be turned over to. But this is really talking about literally and figuratively bring, cast, fetch, lead, make, walk, leadership. A woman shall lead a man, but a woman is not supposed to lead a man because women are not supposed to be leaders in the first place. Because men are supposed to be doing the guiding and the guidance, right? As which is through a lot, a lot of times in school, the guidance counselors will be women, and that's true. A woman can't really guide you because a woman can't guide herself. A woman cannot guide herself. That's why when you know what, let me not get into that real quick. But this is number 5, the buffalo and the oxpecker. The buffalo and the red-billed oxpecker might seem like an unlikely pair. However, these two animals have long been taking advantage of the symbiotic relationship. The oxpecker provides two valuable services: ridding the buffalo of parasites and other pests, and an early warning system in the form of a hissing noise the bird makes when predators are near. Finally, the sheer volume of insects, pests, and parasites provide an infinite source of nutrition for the oxpeckers, making this joint operation one of the most successful symbiotic relationships in nature. So, when predators are nearby, the oxpecker will make a noise or fly away, and the buffalo will be like, "All right, it's go time. It's time. It's time to gird up our loins, man." And then also, it says the bird gets an infinite source of nutrition. So it's like a buffet for the bird. It doesn't have to fly and hunt and worry about food. It can just sit back, ride the bird, man. All I gotta do is keep his eyes open, man. It's like a watchman telling you, through the spirit. This is what the men of the Lord are too. We're watching for the signs, watching for the warning, watching for our enemies, watching for the predator. And the Lord's gonna provide us with an infinite source of nutrition at the end of the day, man. All right, we're gonna be blessed beyond measure, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number. All right. So the truth is a symbiotic relationship too. Even though the Lord doesn't need us at the end of the day, so it's not really a symbiotic relationship. It's just the Lord blessing us out of love. But this is where, you know, this is where we need to get back to, where the men and women are in order, and and the house is in order. Because once the house is in order, the children are gonna be in order, and the future generations will be in order, man. It really all starts in the house, man. Because Esau destroyed the house, destroyed the natural order of things. Well, it's really the Lord, but the Lord uses Esau to complete his task when he wants to, man. The Lord chose Esau to be a sword, and he blessed Esau with the sword. And Esau is nice with the sword, man, because the Lord gave it to him. But the Lord's gonna take away the sword from Esau as well too. Psalms chapter 82 and verse 5: They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Right, everything on earth is out of course, man. And really, the family, the household is out of course. But it's gonna become a day. There's gonna come a day real soon where the Lord's gonna lift these curses and everything's gonna be back in order, man. Everything's gonna be back in order. All right. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say shalom and abad ball.